Sets up a 1st and goal.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
Okay, ready. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Here's White. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
And the ball situated at the 9. 2nd and goal. Now they'll try and set up the quarterback draw here. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. The keeper gets him 7 that time, but it'll lead to a 3rd down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Rachaad White saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Buccaneers answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They need a touchdown to tie it. Of course, they know full well they won't have too many more possessions. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Second and short now following the fumble. Ready. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
They'll come up now, 2nd and 9. Tries the left side and finds Olave. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
He's back to throw. And he fires one incomplete.
Ooh, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Now this throw caught left side, and they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield, and when they see openings, take their shots.
And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. They had marched to the end zone the last time out.
Super Bowl aspirations on the line. A critical one here. It's 3rd down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. A big play looming on 3rd down.
Cup 19, Cup 19. Ready.
Back to throw. Yes, he's into the end zone, so they get the late score they needed, and now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. Look at this, they'll go for 2 here. And it's quite possible this could be for a trip to the Super Bowl. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. Now the try here for the extra point. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. These fans on pins and needles. A Super Bowl berth on the line, tied in the 4th quarter as the kick is away. And a fair catch taken. No time will come off the clock. And they will begin this critical drive at the 25-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Here comes 2nd down.
79 Broncos.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. They'll set up a throw. And he's going to be brought down short of the 1st at about the 31-yard line. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And no return here. This one's going inside the 15 to the 12-yard line. Well, 4 quarters couldn't settle things. It's going to take overtime to figure out who wins the George Halas Trophy and punches their ticket to the Super Bowl. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Well, CD certainly doesn't get any more exciting than this. Overtime in the postseason. Of course, keep in mind things are different than the old way it was. In the playoffs now, both teams guaranteed a possession, so a touchdown here, if they get one, the ball game will not be over.
And partner, as we both know, many people called for this change before, and they finally got it. After the Buffalo-Kansas City Classic in the 2022 playoffs, Patrick Mahomes and KC, they scored first. Game over. Josh Allen and Bills never touched the football. People hated that. Now the game reaches OT. Every playoff team has a chance to fight to extend their season. So the plan has got to be, if you win the toss and you take the ball, reach the end zone and score, and put as much pressure on your opponent as possible to try and win a game in OT in the playoffs.
Playoff football at its best. Remember, a touchdown on this drive isn't a game winner as they work on second down here. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. So third down coming up. And Charles, I guess the question for me, where does 4-down territory begin possibly?
I guess for me it begins if you have 4th and 5 or less, because you've got to understand your team and know what your play calls are. What do you have that you think you're confident that you can pick up that type of yardage? It might be 4th and 3 for some teams, but I think anything under 4th and 5, they'll think about going for it.
They are into field goal range, but definitely thinking touchdown as they come up 1st and 10. Option handoff here to Miller. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. 86 yards rushing for him now as he is just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory. You know, Charles, just thinking about it, plenty of recent conference championship games have needed OT to decide who goes to the Super Bowl.
And we can go back a little ways, can't we? Go back 2012. Giants in San Francisco. That was an overtime game. The Giants ended up going on to the Super Bowl. How about the one where the Giants went to Green Bay, Lambeau, and beat the Magic of that stadium in that freezing, bitterly cold game and got it done there?
Yeah, it was 2008. It was absolutely freezing, and they went on to beat the Patriots in the Super Bowl that year. So a big play in this opening drive of overtime. Now looking at a 3rd and 3. That he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. A big call here in overtime. They're going for it on 4th down. He'll drop to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. A gigantic call there in overtime, but it pays off with a 1st down. He'll look to throw. This is caught. And the Saints are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Things now, Charles, looking pretty good here. A great opportunity to try to cash in for 6 on the opening possession of overtime.
And what I'm liking, Brandon, is what I see down on the sidelines. I see a defense huddled up and ready to go, already preparing for their opportunity to go on the field and close out this game.
A touchdown does not end it, remember, but it sure would give them a leg up. It's 1st and goal here. Miller. is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. Well, partner, recent conference championship games that have been needed to decide who goes to the Super Bowl. What do you got?
Well, if we go back to 2015, how about Green Bay at Seattle? And it looks like Green Bay's got this thing. Russell Wilson to Jermaine Kearse, that gets it done. And then go back to 2010. We think Brett Favre with the Vikings has the destiny, but they're in New Orleans. It's the Saints. And they get it done. And in overtime, go on to the Super Bowl. And they won that one. They beat the Colts, correct?
Yep. A couple of the more memorable ones for sure. Back at the 2 now. Here's second and goal. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Once that ball was popped in the air, you could almost hear the silence, the collective breath being held here in the stadium.
Let's be honest about it. We both came out of our chairs, didn't we? All right, anytime you see the ball in the air like that, there is that collective rise, the crowd holding its breath, and boy, oh boy, the moment of truth as it comes down. Man, that was something.
Everything magnified here in overtime. They'll run here on third and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 2-yard touchdown run. Extra point right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And CD, the pressure is on here. Only a touchdown on this series will prevent their season from coming to an end right here, right now.
And this is why the postseason overtime rules were changed, partner, to afford teams an opportunity to respond in this type of a situation, because in the past, this game would already be over, and the losing team would be making off-season plans. Now they've earned their way into a postseason. They do get a chance to answer after the other team scores first.
They keep it on the ground, wide again. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. So CD in the postseason, they obviously get the chance to answer that touchdown from a bit ago, but how do they set aside that pressure knowing that their entire season is coming down to this series?
What a great question, and I don't think that they set it aside. I think that they confront it, and they've done it throughout practice time in preparation for opportunities like this.
Running out of the gun with White. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
19, Mustang 19. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Nervous time now, moving the chains, an absolute must. Here's third down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So as they head to the sidelines, we'll head to this break on EA Sports. What do they have for this? 3rd and 11.
18 Rattler, go!
They'll look to throw here. Under pressure, and they got to him again. It'll be a sack and a loss of 3, but more importantly, it brings up 4th down.
Here we go. Let's go, lady. 19 White. Cut 19.
They'll set up to throw. It's intercepted. That'll seal it. Picked off by Paulson and Debo. Well, they got the ball already. They're not going to risk the yardage and running another 4th down.